Hello students, this video is about second chapter of module 4 IoT. The chapter name is Securing IoT. This chapter explains the core or main principles of securing OT environments. It starts with a brief history of OT security, where we consider how this OT environment has evolved and its effect on securing OT environment, particularly OT devices and networks. First of all, we will see what is OT. OT, it is operational technology, consists of mainly computing systems or industrial equipments, industrial operations that are performed by these equipments, and a communication network to connect these devices or equipments. And OT is about managing, monitoring, controlling these industrial equipments, industrial operations. And industries can be of a large variety, such as automotive, pharmaceuticals, consumer goods, oil or gas industries, and many others. Starting with the first topic, it is a brief history of OT security. OT, as I said, OT consists of industrial devices and networks. Security vulnerabilities in this OT environment can result in a damage to equipments, as well as it can cause threat to human lives. One example that had happened in the olden days, that is the event that damaged a furnace in German smelter. In addition to physical damage, problem with the industrial operations have occurred in OT due to this security vulnerabilities. For example, in 2000, the sewage control system in Australia was accessed remotely and released 8 lakhs of liters of sewage into the surrounding water. The earlier attackers were skilled with a deep knowledge of technologies and systems related to this OT environment. But because of advances in technology and its easy availability, many tools have been created to make such attacks much easier than earlier. And protocols, where we call them as legacy protocols, used in OT environments such as DNP3 Modbus, which were designed long back, have no focus, have no importance on security issues of OT environment, and there was no thought of securing OT. In addition to this, OT based solutions or projects, commonly they do not change, as they are designed to meet specific functions, particular functions, and have no requirements to upgrade. There is no requirement to change in that. As a result, OT systems often have slower rate of development and upgrading than when it is compared to the IT based project. And OT systems can quickly become out of sync, that is cannot go along with the IT environment. Thus OT technologies and the techniques knowledge have progressed at slower rate than IT technology. Due to this slow rate of change and slow rate of upgradation of most of this OT environment, the focus in security for OT communication and devices has lagged behind the focus in securing the IT environment. Next, here we will see the next topic, that is common challenges in OT security, which explains about what are the different causes, what are the different reasons that result in vulnerabilities in OT environment. problems with security issues in OT environment. The different challenges, starting with erosion of network architecture. Erosion here stands for destruction. Okay, the challenge in OT security is initial design that was developed and ongoing maintenance that is happening in network architecture of OT environment. The initial OT network design were safe due to physical separation from enterprise with minimal or no connectivity to outside world, and the assumption and that is with an assumption that attack attacks locked sufficient, that is attackers, they were lacked sufficient knowledge to carry out security attacks. um, Over time, this initial design is eroded, that is it has started to destruct through updates or changes without consideration of the impact to the original security design. These uncontrolled or poorly controlled OT network evolutions have led to weak network and weak security in case of OT environment. Coming to the next challenge, that is pervasive legacy systems. Industrial environments have legacy systems due to legacy means it is old systems due to static nature that doesn't usually change, and long life cycles of equipments. For example, in a power utility center, uh, there can be many old mechanical equipments still in operating conditions along with the modern devices. Such devices may have vulnerabilities or weaknesses that have not been updated. Along with this, the communication network are often not built with modern standard. Modern the communication methods and protocols may be very old that are used with respect to this OT environment. For example, switches, routers, access points, network management tools. All of these may have vulnerabilities and they must be protected. Coming to this next issue, that is insecure operational protocols. Many industrial protocols, such as SCADA, which were designed without strong security requirements. For example, lack of authentication between communicating endpoints, no methods of securing and protecting data that may be at rest or maybe in motion, insufficient control, that is the control techniques to properly specify recipients or avoid default broadcast approaches. In the following, we consider some common industrial protocols and their security issues that result in vulnerabilities in in OT environment. Starting with the Modbus, it is a protocol which is commonly found in many industries, and it was created by Modicon, and it has been in use since 1970s. In this case, the security challenges are authentication of communication endpoints was not default operation. For example, for a message to reach its destination, the proper Modbus address and function or code is necessary without any authentication. Some versions of Modbus communicate via broadcast, and the ability to control this broadcast function does not exist. The validation of a Modbus message content is not performed by the initiating application. These are some issues that make this Modbus industrial protocol that is vulnerable with respect to the security of IT environment. Coming to one more protocol, that is DNP3, stands for Distributed Network Protocol. It is one of the SCADA protocol found in multiple industries, developed for serial communication between controllers and terminal units. DNP3 has a specific weakness from view of security. In case of DNP3, participants allow for unsolicited responses, that is responses without a request, which could trigger an undesired response. Coming to next protocol, that is ICCP, Intercontrol Center Communications Protocol. It is a control protocol used to communicate between utilities in an IoT, in IT, that is a OT environment. It was designed to work across WAN. In the initial versions of ICCP, there were several issues related to security. One key problem is that system did not require authentication. Second, encryption was not enabled as a default condition. So these are some of the issues that make this protocol this vulnerable in case of OT environment. Coming to next, OPC, OLE for process control. It is based on Microsoft interoperability methodology, object linking and embedding. It is IT standard used within IT applications and personal computers, and it has been used as a control protocol across industrial network also. The problem with this is it has a dependence on RPC, that is remote procedure call, and this RPC itself has many vulnerabilities. So that makes this OPC protocol itself resulting in vulnerabilities in case of OT environment. Coming to this next protocols, that IEC protocols, International Electrotechnical Commission protocols. These are the following IEC protocols, where IEC is the standard that was created to allow interoperability between vendors and standard communication protocols. The following are IEC protocols: Manufacturing Message Specification, MMS, Generic Object Oriented Substation, VENT, GOOSE, and SV, Sampled Values. This MMS is a client server protocol that makes use of TCP and operates at layer 3. Goose is a layer 2 protocol that operates via multicast over Ethernet, and about SV, it is a layer 2 protocol that operates via that is same multicast over Ethernet. Both Goose and SV separate operate via publisher subscriber model, but with no reliability mechanism. And in case of MMS, authentication is embedded, but it is based on clear text password, and authentication is not available in Goose or SV. So this is about protocols. Then the protocols that result in security issues. Next, coming to one more challenge that is related to device, that is device security. Here, along with the communication protocols, even communication elements, control elements, that is control devices, have vulnerabilities, such as the control elements means control systems that are used to operate industries or plants, transmission systems. They are found vulnerable because many control systems use software packages that can be easily downloaded and worked on common hardware and standard OS such as Windows, and can be used to breach the target system's defense. Thus, the control and communication elements, which we call as industrial devices, have vulnerabilities. Next challenge that is related to security issue, dependence on external vendors. Vendors means these are the manufacturers and suppliers of the equipments that are needed in case of IT or OT environment. In modern IT environments, it is less common that original equipment manufacturers or vendors of IT hardwares to operate the equipments. And in IT environment, vendor dependence is less common. You don't find vendor dependence. But in industries, that is, in some industries, vendor dependence is common. Many industries allow vendors to remotely manage and monitor equipment. This vendor dependence can help in equipment monitoring and management, but the problem with this is they fail to handle communication security issues related to this OT environment. Coming to one next challenge, that is security knowledge. In industrial environment, more importance is given in connectivity and controlling industrial devices, and less focus is given in security awareness, security knowledge. In OT industrial environments, new connectivity technologies are being introduced that require up to date skills such as TCP, IP, Ethernet, and wireless, that are replacing the serial based or older or legacy technologies. This creates a need for security awareness. Hence, OT security knowledge is being handled or addressed, and education for industrial security has grown steadily. Okay, now coming to the next topic, that is how IT and OT security practices and systems vary. Here we consider the differences between IT environment and OT environment. Okay, and OT, that is environment, particularly in terms of security practices used. Starting with the particular model, that is we call it as a Purdue model for control hierarchy. Yeah, this is a Purdue model for control hierarchy. Here we consider the architecture or design that provides network and security services to devices, equipments, applications found in industrial automation and control systems. Purdue model is a common model in manufacturing industries that segments devices and equipments into hierarchical function levels. ISA 99 or IEC 62443. ISA stands for Instrumentation Systems Automation Society. This standard committee for manufacturing and control systems security. It has identified the following levels, and this is the model that identifies levels of operations and defines each level. Yeah, so these are the different levels, or the hierarchical levels that segments devices into hierarchical function levels. So starting with the level 5, level 5 is also called as enterprise network. It consists of corporate level applications such as enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management, document management, and services such as internet access, VPN entry from outside world. All these exist at this level. Coming to the next level, level 4, business planning and logistics network. At this level, we have IT services and may include material flow applications, optimization and planning systems, local IT services such as phone, email, printing, and security monitoring. Then after this, we have one that is a industrial demilitarized zone, DMZ. It actually provides a buffer zone where services and data can be shared between this operational and enterprise zone containing level 5 and 4, operation zone that contains the level 3. Coming to this operational zone, so it has level 3, that is called as operations and control. This level includes the functions involved in managing the workflows to produce the desired end products and for monitoring and controlling the entire operational system. Level 2, also called as supervisory control. This level includes zone control rooms, controller status, control system network, application administration, and other control related applications such as HMI, human machine interface. And at level 1, called as basic control, at this level we have controllers, IEDs, dedicated HMIs, and other applications that may talk to each other to run part or all of the control functions. At level 0, we have processors. This is where the devices such as sensors, actuators, and machines such as drives, motors, robots communicate with the controllers or IEDs. Then we have that is a safety zone, safety critical functions. Okay, that is devices that perform safety critical functions. The devices like sensors or the other equipment used to manage safety functions of a control system. Now, one of the key advantage of designing an industrial network in structured levels, as with this Purdue model, is that it allows the security to be correctly applied at each level and between levels. This is mainly used for applying the security at different levels of functions related to OT environment. Next, continuing with the OT network characteristics that impacts the security that is related to OT environment. Here we first consider differences between IT and OT networks in terms of how they operate and how the traffic is handled. Starting with the IT networks. In IT environment, communication data flows from an IT endpoint, uh, and they travel relatively far, travel the network through layers of switches, a set of local or remote servers. This data can be in the form of email, file, or print services. Coming to this OT networks, in OT environment, there are two types of traffic. First type is local traffic that may be within specific area to provide local monitoring. This is traffic that is used for real-time processes. Second type is traffic or data that is used for monitoring and control areas or zones or overall system. IT networks use so this IT networks use up-to-date technologies. Okay, so and they also make use of this virtual networking, virtual work places. Okay, then virtual servers, which are common, and progress of using this IPv6 over IPv4 is happening. IT endpoints, okay, they support a wide number of applications from large number of vendors. In case of OT or industrial networks, they still use serial communication technologies and have mixed serial and Ethernet technologies. Many of these devices do not support IP capabilities and not even possible to monitor and secure the serial traffic in the same way as that of IP. Okay, coming to this security priorities. Here we are going to consider the priorities related to security in case of IT and OT environment. In IT, most critical element that has the high possibility of attacks is information. But in OT, the critical elements are workers and equipments. Hence, security priority changes in IT and OT. That is what we are considering, how the security priority varies in IT and OT. In case of IT, there is a necessity of protecting the data, particularly data of individuals who may or may not be employed by the organization. So security priority is confidentiality. Okay, that is the first preference is given to confidentiality of IT data, then integrity, then availability of data. Not necessarily on a system or physical equipment. But in case of IT, and that is in case of OT, since equipments are critical elements, losing a device due to security vulnerability result in stopping production process, and a loss of information stored on these devices is of lower importance. Hence, in OT, the security priority is first preference is availability, then integrity, then confidentiality. So till now we have seen about three topics. One is about a brief history of OT security, that is how OT environments have evolved, and what are the common challenges related to OT security, and how the IT and OT security uh, practices and systems vary. In the next section, we will be saying formal risk analysis structures such as Octave and FAIR. Thank you.